Welcome everyone back to Minecraft Create, and today we are gonna be building up something very cool. It's there, you can see in the background there's part of it built up there. So let's just see if I can zoom in a bit. You see that standing over there, it was the only place close by I had with enough space to do this. And well, that's something we're gonna get to, but we got a couple of other things we have to do first. First thing, if you guys can remember when I was busy building on the other side down there, I was talking about the speed controllers, and I needed to make what do you call it? I can't think of the name now. Precision mechanism. There we go. So I've built up this little thing here, what is this thing doing? Oh, what did I do? I didn't do anything. Okay, but anyway, I don't know what that was about. So we've got this little machine, because it has to rotate 5 times in order to make this, using gold plates, and then you use the cog wheels and the iron there, and then it goes in a circle the whole time just to make these little things, which you use to make the speed controller. Now I was looking for speed controllers, and silly me, I didn't realize that one of my backpacks, I had a whole bunch of speed controllers in there. From when I was exploring around and collecting stuff at all the different locations and stuff. So in the meantime, I was so worried about making the stuff. In the meantime, I had a whole stack of the stuff basically on me. So I built that up, and I built this thing for rails, because, not rails, I mean train tracks. As you can see here, we got a whole bunch left over here, because I've used actually some of these, which I want to show you guys now in a second. So that's going. And we had to do something for, what do you call it? I can't remember the name of this stuff anymore. There we go, sturdy sheets. And sturdy sheets you make out of obsidian. So there we got the obsidian there. So that's something else now we've been using. I think I need to somehow build me a factory somewhere with all the stuff in, because I'm spreading these things all over the place. Now, before we get to building that, or getting to what that project is, we gotta go do something else, which I was working on. If you guys remember, I mentioned about, what do you call it? Having, what's the word I'm looking for? A delivery truck of some sort. Yeah, moving things from one building to another. Well, we are building one. Sort of. I'm not very good at it, but we're gonna build one. So let's jump into a very quick time lapse. Well, as you guys can see, I'm standing in front of my little stone factory. Now remember, we use stone to make stone bricks and other stuff. But I wanted to make something that will basically take the stone from here down to our other factory. And speak of the devil, here comes our truck, which I think... Oh, I need to move. That hurt. Hold on a sec. I wasn't expecting that. Ouch. And we have built ourselves a delivery truck. And you can know it doesn't look too fancy. I'm not very good when it comes to this type of thing. But it works. So as you can see now, this is collecting stone into a vault, which is obviously inside here. And this guy now, he's going to come back here. He's going to make a turn around here. And then he's going to work his way all the way down to our stone brick factory we have over here. Here he comes. Oh, I better not stand, he's gonna knock me over again. Okay, so he's gonna go in there and he's gonna make a little reverse turn. He's going in. And bam, there we go. There now the stone's being delivered. And I had to change a couple of things inside here. You can hear those machines going crazy upstairs. Okay, so I had to put in extra power. Got a speed controller to speed things up. And yeah, you can see now this is changing. So now I can make stone much quicker. Because I was putting the stuff in manually over here and it's driving me crazy. So let's just have a look here. We've got all these storage drawers here filled up and I've got quite a bit in here now already. So that's going. So that can run until it's full. So this little truck here will go all the way. I can still put a seat in there. Well, actually there is a seat in, but I could put a driver in there. Not that he's going to actually do anything because he's not driving. So this guy is going to stop here and then go back again. Now this wasn't easy to do because I was actually limited with the amount of space I had. So let me show you what I had to do here. So this area has been dug out down here. And you've got a little train. There's our driver. So I had to try and improvise here what to do. So basically, let's say he stops there, he reverses into the shop or the factory, it drops off the stone, and then from there it goes down that way. But because the space and the turns are so tight here, you can see there, he can't turn on here, he's already over the turn. You see where this wheel is? So from there, he's got to go to this spot, he's going to reverse back and then go forward just to make the turns, and it's exactly the same on that side. All the way down there. It's exactly the same thing as the setup is here. Okay, there he reversed back and now he goes forward just to make the turn. Just that 2 or 3 extra blocks. So now it goes that way. I'll go into my camera. You probably won't see him, but let's see if I can view it from this side. Or no, because I don't, my main character's not there. But anyway, now this guy is down here. So let's quickly sleep. Track factory. I think maybe I crafted a certain amount of tracks or something. Even I don't know. I don't know where that comes from. I did something there and I don't know what it is. But I've been having some glitches actually the last couple of days I've been playing. Some things are just acting weird. But anyway, that's basically how it works. Now I want to do more of these. But you got to plan the space right, because I wanted to keep it on this side of the, you can see the road on this side, so there's nothing down here. But oh, here it comes back. Now he's going to make a turn in there. See, now he goes that way. Stops for a second. He's going to go to this track. Stops there and then goes forward to drop off. So let's see, can I see how much is in here or not? I think it picks up around about 4,000 or 5,000 items. But now, why didn't you pick anything up now? I don't know. Okay, but anyway, there's plenty in there, so it'll just keep going depending on how I load it. Maybe my simulation distance is a bit less. It works. But now I would like to actually have another truck or something of a sort go to every single one of these and then maybe move it to a like a central storage or something of the sort. I don't know. We still get to that. But anyway, now let's move on to our main event, shall we? Okay, first we're gonna make our way down here. All the way down here. Okay, can I swim or something faster? Okay, there we go. I'm moving very slow in this water now. Okay, now as you guys know, I've got a few different drills. I've got a very small one, then I've got a very big one, then I've got a drill that makes the floors basically, and then we've got the one that makes a small, well, okay, the small one, the big one, and the one that does the angles on the corners and stuff like that. but I need a drill that can build a roof, build a floor, build walls all at once. And that is what we are going to build. Yeah. And you can see I made a pretty big storage. This is a temporary thing until I make a proper dropping off place. So we are going to build a very big drill. Now I hope this thing works, because I did a lot of testing after every time that I finished building it. I probably made a whole bunch of changes every time I did it. So let's jump into a time lapse and hope this thing's gonna work. Well, that is a, I would say a beast of a drill. I think we can call it the drill 5000 or something weird like that. Now, let me quickly try and see if I can explain a little bit what my thoughts were on this. I think it's safer for me to go up. Obviously now, when this thing drills, we're going to have to store stuff. Now what I've done here, usually your three most common items, you can see your netherrack, your cobble deep slate, and your normal cobblestone, which I don't actually need. That's going to get filtered out and destroyed, and then we can store whatever else we get into there. Let me make our way up here. Now we can start from the inside. Okay, so this is basically an offloading area. That is the drill with the on top. This is just the offloading area. Then we got our little thing here. So I wanted to make it so it's easy access to get to the cart over here and everything. And everything is working. It should be on lock rotation, and everything is lifting. Okay, and it can lift up the rails and everything else easily enough. Okay, so there's our rail deployer. I've got an option I put in here to switch off the deployers and the drills, but the thing is, if you switch off the deployers, it switches this one also off. So that's a little bit of a no, obviously. But this is mainly actually going to be for just decoration. We want to store extra cobblestone, or what do you call it, the deep slate cobblestone, netherrack, whatever, in here, depending on what area we go to. You can obviously sit here, you can't see what you're doing, but if this thing works 100%, you can sit here and it will just go, because it will draw whatever extra materials it needs from whatever it picks up. So we should be fine in that regard. Ouch, knocked the head over there. Let's go into the camera and I can show you guys now the drill itself. Okay, so this is basically just the storage area of it. Now we got items in front here to build the walls, so that as this goes along, that's going to build walls going down on each edge. There's one there and there. We've got saws on top, so anytime this comes in contact with kelp or trees or anything wood that's on this level, that's going to chop it off. So let's say we on the ground here and I want to build a very big tunnel, and there's a whole bunch of trees that are still sticking out like these over here. As soon as that drills and stuff reaches this, it'll take down any trees that's on this level. So it'll build the roof. And this row here, this builds the roof. So this is going to stick a row of blocks behind this the whole time, all the way through. So it's just above that. So we protect it from the top and the sides from any water or lava or anything like that. And the reason I made it look like a staircase, basically, we see it's not a flat wall, it's a staircase, so that each deployer is easy to access. So you can see all the deployers has got an item in it. Everything has got items, so we can easily go in here. You can walk up around the edge, you can go in and you can fill in. If you make it flat like that over there, then you can't always access the deployers. Then you're restricted to basically using only the one type of item, put it that way. So now at least it's easy. I can go in, take like 2 stacks of whatever item I want to use here, and then just stick it in all the deployers. Then I can go to the nether or go to deep slate or cobblestone, whatever the case may be. Other than that, it took me a while just to try and, I don't know, as I said, I'm not very good when it comes to this type of buildings. But it works from all the testing, so let's hope that it's gonna stay that way. Let's see, what else is there? I think that's about it, actually. So at least now I can go do some mining, because even when I was doing mining over here by the water or in the nether, and you got water or lava coming all over you, then it becomes a little bit of a problem. So now it looks like one giant bulldozer in some way. At least we're protected if we stay inside, I hope. Okay, well, that's it. Let's get down from here. So we built a little delivery truck down on the other side, and we got a new drill. Now if this works without any issues, then I can actually get rid of some of the other drills, but this is only meant for underground. That's the one thing. I can actually switch off the deployers, but as I said, if I switch off the deployers, it switches off all the deployers, then I can't place the rails. So this is mainly an underground rig. But I'll get some more resources, because this actually took quite a bit. So I have to get up some more resources, and maybe I'll build one similar to this without all the extra deployers and use that for above ground. Anyway guys, that is everything I planned for today. Or a lot of planning for 10 minutes of work. Or video, should I say. Anyway, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you guys in our next episode. Cheers.